Jody, when I say I hate you, what I really mean to say is I love you. But you scare me, boo, like we ain't gonna be together or something.
No, but for real, why are some of you laid up with your baby father and your baby mother in bed, calling it co-parenting? Why is it that when you go and pick up your children, that you're arguing in front of your kids, or you're not allowing one of the parents to see the child out of spite because they've said something about your mom or about your hairline? I think that people really need to wake up and smell the coffee, because it's not about you anymore. You need to be selfless when you have children. I'm seeing people online talking about how they're stalking their baby fathers and baby mother online, and getting them in trouble, calling police when they go to certain parties. Like, this is totally unacceptable and totally mad, because like, how is on earth is that about the kids? It's not about the kids anymore. Like, make it make sense. For you to just be laying up in bed with a man or causing all this toxic energy and arguing with each other, sorry, where is the kids involved in all of this? Where does the kids come in? Do you understand? I really don't understand it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So co-parenting is not about, my opinion, basically, it's not about being in each other's bed, in each other's space, in each other's business to a certain extent. Co-parenting is two people supporting each other raising a child. So ensuring that the child's needs are met together. So whether it be discussions about parents' evening, if one can't make it, who's going to go instead, things such as, clubs, if your kid goes to a club, like football club, whatever, making sure that you're both aware of the dates, who's driving the child there, who's picking up the child, simple things like that. It's just so that the child has two parents around and the input of two parents and the support of both parents. And in order to keep that relationship healthy, it's not healthy to be sleeping with your partner. It's not healthy to be in a toxic relationship where you're breaking up one minute, the child is seeing you together, the next minute the child's not seeing you together. It's going to cause confusion. Not only that, it's making the space very toxic for the child to be in. So that means that any time that you're around each other, it just creates a toxic environment, not only for yourselves, but for your child. How do you expect your child to even function in such an environment where they're hearing their mum and their dad cuss each other out with no respect? What are you teaching your child? That is not a healthy relationship. If it was a healthy relationship, you'd both be happy and smiling. Like, there's no point actually messing up something that you can actually build for your child. Security, respect, around your child, teaching them these healthy attributes to have, while you're just for like a one night stand, for a little slap and tickle here and there. It doesn't make any sense, because once you get involved back with your partner and you're laid up and involved in their personal business, the only thing that's going to happen is this back and forth thing. And if you dislike someone, the dislike is just going to grow and grow and grow, because at the end of the day, there's only going to be, if say for instance someone likes one person more than the other, it's like elongating the hope, thinking, oh yeah, one day we could work this out. But clearly you both need therapy, because if it didn't work before, why is it going to work now? I think when you have children, you have to be selfless and basically put them in front of you, in front of your personal needs. There's so many other fishes out in the sea. Why do you need to go to your baby mother? And I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, it's better to stick with the devil that I know, because in the Caribbean, a lot of women will stick with their partner even if they're being promiscuous. But what happiness do you get from that? Not only can you get germs, but you're also getting disrespected. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, I would just recommend having a plan even before when the babies come, if possible. Sitting down and actually talking amongst each other. I'm not one to say that you need to get people involved, but sometimes if you can have a mediator there to save the argument as well, that also helps. Do you understand? But I do believe that if one of the parents are toxic and threatening, being violent, putting hands and all of that negative, please just stay away from them. It's literally not worth it. There's no point you bringing around a child in that environment where they can risk of being harmed, or you can end up doing something to risk your livelihood. You know, I'm talking from experience myself, so there's a lot of mistakes I've made previously in the past, but as I've grown up from the age of 21 when I had my son, I've learned a lot of things on the way. Like, for instance, I cut off my baby father in regards to arguing on the phone or having him on social media. I don't need to have you on social media. You don't need to have me on social media. If you need to contact me, you contact directly about our son, and we keep it that way. If it's a point where I feel like there's too much arguments going on, I'm literally blocking you and deleting you just like any other person. But you'll get blocked, because I'm not going to sit here and ruin my day and ruin my mood and then having to raise the child and make sure that they're good. At the end of the day, it should always be the main focus of both of you's aim, not laying up with each other. Like, me personally, I don't, when I hear people boast and brag and boast on other women, it's like, you're not winning though, because at the end of the day, he's still going back and forth. He's going back and forth, having his cake and eat it too, or she's going back and forth, having her cake and eat it too. No one's really winning here. It's just going to be a complete cycle. Like, if you want changes in your life, you have to make the changes yourself and get up and go and do it, because it's not going to happen. No one's going to come and make the changes. No one's coming to save you out of the situation. If you want the situation to change, you have to change it yourself. Yeah, I'm not saying that I have the answers, but this is what I've learned from my life. My life has not been exactly very an easy one, and I wasn't given a silver spoon to suckle on. So I've had to learn through these experiences, through meeting people and hearing people's stories. Like, so if I was you, I would definitely not be laid up with my baby father, and if I was a man, I wouldn't be laid up with my baby mother. I'll keep it strictly about the children. That's how you co-parent, honestly.